Welcome to the new episode of TOBBCAST. Today we're going to talk about politics. Trump is back. This time he's stronger. He has lots of allies near him. He's going to make differences in America's history. I have Yusuf with me today, and we are going to talk about what kind of changes Trump is going to make in America to make it great again. It's interesting that a former president accused of different crimes but elected again. Hi, Yusuf.
Hello, how are you?
I'm okay, thank you. Would you like to start with how Trump won this election, won this contest again?
I think that's the best place to start for this podcast because most of the people wonder how he won because of, like you said, in America, most of the times presidents only get elected once. Of course, there are some examples that got selected twice, like Abraham Lincoln, and Trump is going to be one of them. The way Trump won is actually the other side's promises were somehow worse and affected less people compared to Donald Trump. For example, Donald Trump said that he will fix the economy in the United States of America, which is a really big problem in USA because after the pandemic, when Joe Biden got elected, the inflation got to 19%, if I'm not wrong, while in Trump's running days, the inflation was only around 2%. So that is a really big difference if you count the expansiveness of America. That's one of the first reasons he got elected again. As a second reason, the public and the voters of the Trump supported him because of two failed assassination attempts, which made him really the big point of the election because twice getting assassinated and still surviving should draw a lot of attention and also got people like Elon Musk to support him because of their thoughts. Like Elon Musk stated that he started supporting Trump after the assassination attempts because he thought that Trump was right and the decisions, the promises he gave are more effective for him, even though that some celebrities publicly revealed that they are supporting the other side, like Beyonce and Taylor Swift, which really made the public actually very interested because some celebrities like Elon Musk or some rich people are supporting Trump. They really draw attention with it. So that's one of the reasons why Trump won, according to me.
Okay, so before the election, we saw different pictures, and even in the election night, there was only one person with the Trump family, and
Elon Musk.
yeah, he is the Elon Musk himself. Donald Trump, after opening the Department of Government Efficiency,
Which is called D.O.G.E.
which is called DOGE, Elon Musk will be in the head of it,
Yeah.
if I'm not
As
mistaken.
as with Mr. Ramswampy.
Okay, could you talk us about what is the aim of this Department of Government?
Elon Musk states that he will reduce the government's spendings by $2 trillion, which is a really big number when you consider that it is literally two times the economy of Turkey, and the USA's economy is $8 trillion government spendings. I'm sorry. So taking $2 trillion of it would bring really good amounts of money into the national economy, which is really helpful for Americans who are suffering from the inflation. So that is why some people, actually not some people, most of the people trust both Trump and Elon Musk. And to explain why he was in the victory photo of the Trump with Trump's family is because one of the biggest investors for Trump's choosing campaign, his election campaign, was Elon Musk, which made people go to voting booths to vote for the right person to rule them. If I'm not wrong, Elon Musk spent $400 million on this project. So this is why it became important for both Trump and Elon Musk.
So in Turkish we say, kaz gelecek yerden tavuk esirgenmez.
Yeah.
Okay, so Elon Musk is trying to support what makes him greater and greater.
Yeah.
Okay, so Elon Musk is...
I don't think the only reason Elon Musk is supporting Donald Trump is just money, because the main reasons are some regulations about some space technology, automotive automobiles, like autonomous driving.
Talking about regulations, by the way, how is the difference between the Kamala's regulations and what is going to make Trump great again after editing all these regulations, all these rules?
As far as I know, Trump stated that he will bring more free Americas that is free of regulations. Kamala didn't say anything about the change, so that is why Elon Musk supported it, because when space launching missions you can only use a bit of the material, which is really hard for the space engineers, because you have to use minimal material best way possible and least cost possible, which is really hard even for the engineers who are building our houses, let alone the space engineers who are going to launch a rocket that we can capture back. So that is one of the main reasons why some rich people supported Trump during this election.
Okay, so do you think that these regulations will help Elon Musk's getting his technology better and easier to reach Mars?
Yeah, definitely, because in one of Trump's promises, he stated that the technology for entrepreneurs is a little, how can we say? We can say that it is a really hard to make a new project, especially in the defense units, because some companies like Lockheed Martin, Northrop Grumman, RTX Corporation are leading the defense technology, which is really hard because of some regulations, and these companies leading the industry. Some people say that even China's military is now smarter than the USA's, which is a really big threat for both USA, EU, and NATO, because of the different sides. So some entrepreneurs and the public supported Trump, which is a really big and important piece of America, because of they are running out of ideas in United States of America at this point. Let's say that inventing a new military operative is a really hard thing these days.
Trump's biggest promise was the immigrant problem.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because, you know, from the south of the border, immigrants are coming again and again. And this creates not only an economic problem, but also the housing, accommodation problem too. And people are really suffering from it. So he made his hands strong again by talking about the immigrant. And he claimed that he was going to send all the immigrants back to their countries again. So let's talk about this immigrant problem.
So there was two major things that Trump has been trusted for. One, the reparation of inflation and economy, which is a really big problem nowadays in USA, and most of the people are really upset about it. And the second thing is immigrant problem. Because of the immigrants coming from Mexico or generally South America, when it was Biden's term, the immigrants were really exceeding the limits. But when Trump is elected and he's president of the United States, so he can mostly do whatever he wants. So I really think that he could get all immigrants out who are not registered to the law, and for the ones who registered for the law, be getting into the USA as a legal way, and illegal ways are going to be really harder than nowadays.
So what are they going to do with all these immigrant people? Are they going to put them into boxes and send to other countries? Do you know the solutions for that?
No, I really don't know about it. And Trump if I'm not wrong, Trump hasn't stated how he will send the immigrants back, but public trust Trump's words.
Even Trump doesn't have enough solutions for the promises he made. But we're
Yeah.
going to see about it.
I'm really sure that he will somehow find a way.
Let's go to the educational problems.
education.
As you know, the United States are getting bigger and bigger about the LGBT problems. They are creating their educational policies around it. As the leader of the right side, Trump is against it. So what kind of changes are awaiting the educational system of America?
Since not all of the education system was based around the woke culture, I don't think there is going to be a lot difference. But Trump stated that he will not going to be providing enough money for the schools who are still going to teach woke policies. Since most of the public elected him, Trump is thinking like, since I'm elected and most of the people voted for me, most of the people doesn't think that LGBT is a really good thing for our children's. So that is the backup he has. If there is ever some politician say that you cannot decide for a whole country.
They are claiming that the Department of Education is going to completely be removed and something new is coming about it. Do you know anything about it?
Trump said that if woke policies still continue to get teach to little kids who cannot decide what is true yet, they will punish the Department of Education for it. But most of the people doesn't think that it will happen right away, because if you ever wanted to punish a government department or a government ministry, you first have to get the Congress to accept it by not, if not all the votes, most of the votes. So that is why I don't think that it is going to be happen. It is going to get closed, but mostly it will probably get warned by the President of the United States, Trump.
Okay, we forgot to talk about the Russian war. As Trump hasn't been officially the American president, still Biden has the rights to rule it.
Yeah, there.
Okay. Biden has allowed Ukraine to use long-range American missiles against Russia. As far as I know, Putin claimed that if such long missiles of America is going to be used in this war, the third war can break out. What do you think about this Russian and Ukrainian war in the future?
In the future, I think, like Trump stated, Trump will eventually find a way to make a peace offer for the both sides to agree, because he's a peaceful man in the international countries, except for the immigration problem, I think we can say, because he visited North Korea's leader Kim Jong-un as a president of the United States. So I think Trump will solve it. Like he said, but according to his promises, he stated that he will stop the Ukrainian-Russian war in 24 hours of his presidency, which I don't think it's going to be that fast. But if it is that fast, we would be proud of him.
All right. Thank you, Yusuf, for these observations of yours. It was a lot.
I would like to thank you for accepting me as your guest today.
Probably there will be a lot of improvements, a lot of developments in the future about the America and the Trump, and we are going to say whether Trump will be successful about carrying out all those promises real. Thank you for listening to us. See you next episode. Goodbye.
See you later.